Hey, how's it going, you beans? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. We're back in the How to Tame series, and today's episode we're going to be looking at the Castroids. Now, the Castroids are the beavers, if you didn't know, just in case you don't follow ARK names. They are the beavers, the big-ass beavers, these guys. Oh yeah, these guys right here. You normally find them next to rivers, and if you see dams, this is a sure sign that they're here. If you go and open the dams, they will all attack you, so I wouldn't recommend that. Normally what you will see is there'll be some in the water, and one on land. What I tend to do is scout from the sky on an RG for the one that I want, and then we kill off the rest. So, for example, if we go to the sky, we should be able to see in the water Castroids. At this current time, there's no way there's only one. There's normally like a group of them. Oh, maybe there is just one this time. Okay. Well, normally you see like a group of Castroids, especially on Ragnarok. Just swimming around their little dens like this. And normally you just use a spyglass, point out the one that you want, either swoop down and pick it up. As long as you don't get too close to the water, you should be able to pick it up. And then take it to a trap. Now that's what I'm going to do today. Before it gets eaten by a Therizino, we're just going to go for this guy. Bloop. So I'm going to pick it up and drop it into a trap like this, which is just 4 foundations and then doors. I shouldn't be able to get through. You can do this on foot. So if a Castroid's following you, they're not that quick, so you can keep shooting them and running and shoot and run. You don't have to trap them, but I'm a guy that likes to trap all my dinos for ease. So that's why I've done that. So Castroids are like pack animals. If you attack one and there's some around, they will all come after you. So you want to, once you've picked one out that you want with an RG, which is definitely my guaranteed way, you can kill off the rest with the RGs as they come to you. They give off pelt and meat, so it's a good thing to kill them and get some resources. Once you've trapped the one that you want, this is only level 16, you're gonna have to knock it out. Now with this OP rifle, it should only take a couple of shots, because this rifle is super OP. There we go, and it's down. So to feed a Castroid, to get a max tame, you need some superior kibble. Second best tame are crops, followed by meadow berries and berries. And to get the saddle for this guy, just so you know, it's level 61. Which is sort of the same time that you get the trank darts, I believe. Or trank darts might be the next one. So 61, and that's how much the saddle will cost. So I'm just going to tame this guy up. There we go, so it is tamed out at max because due to the superior kibble. Now I did spawn one in, which was a max level, just because I want to show you the abilities and I can't do that on a crappy one. So here is the max level. These are sort of stats that you're looking at. Obviously it will vary at time. You've got about 3,000 health, 800 stam, weight, melee. What you want to do on these guys, because they are resource gatherers, you want to up the weight. So for example, they are fantastic for getting wood, and I think they're one of the top ones for getting wood. So if you go over here and hit the wood, 200 wood, 400 wood. Now my rates are a little bit higher than the average. But as you can see, with the left click, you can gather wood, thatch, and berries. Now have a look at the quick inventory. I just have a few of them. Now I know, like I said, my rates are more than yours, so this won't happen for everybody. But that's the sort of rates that you're looking at. So you want to up weight, really, and maybe stamina. This guy doesn't have a left click or a extra attack like a C. It only does a left click attack, which isn't the strongest, but it does do rate reduction. For example, fiber, stone, thatch and wood at a 50% weight reduction when you chuck it in this guy's inventory, which is great for transporting stuff around, and also it can swim, which I mean is very helpful. So it's quite a fast swimmer. It's faster in the water than it is on shore. I never use these for swimming. Maybe I should. They'd be quite good to get around in the water because they are quite strong and tanky little creatures, and they're pretty fast. So for example, if we hit these, 500 damage, it's not too bad for a max level. And you can also up their stam and stuff and all that, but as you can see, the stam's hardly going down in the water, which is crazy. What you can also do with these guys, once you have the saddle, is go into the saddle, and the saddle acts as a smithy, just like the RG. So as you can see, you can craft a bunch of stuff. Obviously, to carry resources like this, you need to really up the weight. And if you're really going to mutate these guys as like your main war, just like your main war horse to get around the map, which I wouldn't suggest, but if you wanted to and use this guy as a portable smithy, definitely up the weight. If you want to keep it as a pet, because these guys are quite adorable. Look at them, little beaver little guys. If you really want to keep them as like a pet, then I would weight up the health, and for anything else like gathering and stuff like that, I would just put up the weight. Because what you could do is you could get this guy maxed out on weight, gather a bunch of weight, like a bunch of like stone, thatch and wood, and then just carry it back on an RG. so you don't have to make your way back on this guy, because you can pick it up with RG, as you saw, just to trap it. But that's everything really about the Castroid. It's probably faster and better than a Mammoth. The Mammoth you tame at level 40, this you'll tame at level 60. It's a smaller version of a Mammoth. Like, it will still do the rate reduction, it will still get a ton of resources for like wood and all that. It is mainly for wood. And it's in a smaller form factor, but you will sacrifice weight for that speed and form factor. The weight is lower on one of these guys. So really, it's just how you want to weigh it up. Do you want to get a Castroid which you can carry around? With a Mammoth, obviously they're quite slow. Or do you just go for the Mammoth because it's got more health? They can fight off more stuff because they're quite tanky. That's sort of the way that you go. You either use a Castroid with an RG to drop it off near wood, get a load of wood and come back, or you just use a Mammoth and slowly walk over to the wood. That's completely up to you. But that is the Castroid on How to Tame series. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you found this interesting, or at least useful if you're new to ARK or a beginner in ARK. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe to become a human being. And I'll see you in the next episode. Have a fantastic day. Bye.